A very, very good day to everyone on this platform tonight. Let me first and foremost thank you once again for joining us on this inaugural edition of CareerWise. CareerWise is our weekly online partner development and life transforming seminar on the stable of the AEMP, AEMP being the African Economic Mandate Project. Now, today we shall be exploring the subject captioned Making Better Decisions. Making Better Decisions. And I strongly appeal to everyone online connected to us to settle down tonight and get set, because something is about to change in your direction. We'll be exploring this subject so that you and I can make better decisions, and our life becomes a lot more meaningful, and then we can look back and reflect over time that indeed we have made satisfactory progress. Once again, you're most welcome, and trusting God that we'll have a great time tonight. Introduction. Researchers and psychologists have estimated that man makes an average of about 35,000 decisions in a day. That's about 2,000 decisions per hour. And that means for every 2 seconds, we make one decision for every 2 seconds. Now, it is also estimated that in the lifetime of a man, if you take away the sleeping time, man makes an average of 773,618 decisions. 773,618 decisions in a lifetime, on average. So what does this mean to you and I? It means that decision is a continuum. That means decisions is in cycles. You keep making decisions in the course of our lifetime. Whether they are conscious decisions, whether they're unconscious decisions, whether they're important decisions or unimportant decisions, big decisions, small decisions. What I've found out is that the bigger the decision, the more life-changing its impact will be. In my research, prior to coming on this platform tonight, I discovered that when you have to make decisions, there are big ones, there are small ones, but it's important to recognize how do I make better decisions, because that's how you can live a more impactful life. Now, it was John C. Maxwell that said something very profound. He said, life is a matter of choices, and every choice you make makes you. Life is a matter of choices, and every choice you make makes you. Now, Moses, the great man who led the Israelites out of bondage into liberty, said something very profound. In Deuteronomy 30, verse 19, he said, I call heaven and earth to record this day against you, that I have set before you life and death, blessing and cursing. Therefore choose life, that both thou and thy seed may live. So what that means is that the impact of our decision today can impact our generation coming after us, can impact our children. That's why it is important that you listen very carefully tonight and learn how to make better decisions. Our decisions can cut across family, career, or our work, relationships, marriage, spiritual, money, health, and the places that we go or we find ourselves. So once again, I'd like you to listen to carefully tonight, because we're about to explore what it takes to make better decisions. I'll be sharing with us what I've called the decision-making matrix. Decision-making matrix. That's a matrix defined to help you and I make better decisions. And there are 5 parts to this decision-making matrix. Number 1 is what I call the self-leadership question. So decision-making matrix is all about asking you and ourselves 5 fundamental questions. Number 1 question is the self-leadership question. Self-leadership question, which is saying, why am I doing this? Now, the moment you sell yourself, it's already a bad decision. So this self-leadership question is asking you, you're asking yourself, you're pausing before making a decision and saying, why am I doing this? Now, if the why behind what you're about to do doesn't suggest to you that the outcome you're about to experience is favorable to you, then pause and then take a new angle to what you're about to do. So number 1 is self-leadership question. Number 2 is what I've called the legacy question. The legacy question. And that means saying, what story do I want to tell if I take this decision? What story will come out of this? Now, if you don't like the story, if you're not proud of the story that will come out of that decision, then be careful. What story do I want to tell? So before you get to that decision, make that decision, you want to pause and reflect again. What story will this generate after I make the decision? If I reflect on this in the next 1 year, what exactly will be the story? Number 3, what I call the conscience question. And this is saying, is there a tension inside of me right now as I'm about to make a decision? Is there something that deserves my attention? Is there a red flag? Am I feeling somehow about this decision I'm about to make? If you are not, if the feeling, if you're sensing there's something somewhere, you have a gut feeling that this is not going to come out fine, then pause on that decision, particularly if you're making a very big decision. So there are red flags sometimes that we feel before we take certain decision. If you are feeling such, in such a manner, be careful. That speaks to your conscience. That means something is a red flag somewhere. You pause and then reflect differently. Number 4 is the maturity question, which is saying, what is the wise thing to do? Oh, I've learned a couple of things since growing up. Before, when I was a child, I behaved like a child. When I was an adult, then I began to do things like an adult, understand like an adult. So the maturity question, what is the wise thing to do in this situation? This is where you need to be truthful to yourself. You need to, does this align with your value system? The decision you're about to make, does it align with your value system? Does it connect with who you are? Genuinely so. Is this the kind of thing that I should be fine doing, for example? Is there any places I should be going? Does it align with your value system? That's the maturity question. And number 5, what I call the relationship question. The relationship question, which is saying, what does love require of me? Is it about to make? Is it about me or about others? Is it serving others or serving me? Is it a me question? Is it a me decision, or will it serve others well? Now, these 5 questions are critical if you and I want to make better decisions in life. Number 1, again, is